Hi, welcome to a Katie Joy blog post reading. The following blog post I will be reading is from The Mighty, titled 5 Amazing Things That Have Come from Parenting a Medically Fragile Child. Oh, last updated January of this year. That's so odd. Anyway, this blog post goes on to state, I don't know when she wrote this, by the way. I think it does say the 16th or whatever this was written. However, or 2016. However, I think it was written before that for her website, and it was just posted to the Mighty on the 6th and 2016. So here's her blog post. Again, titled 5 Amazing Things That Have Come from Parenting a Medically Fragile Child. When people find out we have a child who has several life-threatening illnesses, we are often looked at with eyes that are sadder than anything I've seen. It reminds me of when a little kid at the mall has lost their parent. Their eyes well up and become red. I can see the tears build up, but the tears never actually drop down the cheeks. I can tell they are uncomfortable and don't know what to say. More often than not, they say, "I'm sorry. That must be so hard." Typically, my response is paused after I hear these words. I mean, do I say to them, "Yeah, this really, really stinks. I can't believe my kid might die"? That never seems or feels like the appropriate response. I know there is this sentiment about kids being sick. They aren't supposed to be sick. Having a child who is medically fragile can be devastating. But I don't want people to think there's just doom and gloom in this household. In fact, it's quite the opposite some days. Yeah, it's hard. It's not the end of the world. Generally, my response ends up being, yes, it's not easy, but we are doing okay. This made me realize there are so many amazing things I have never shared about what it's like to be the parent of a child who is sick. I like to share them now. 1. Perspective. Chronic and life-threatening illness give you a perspective on everything you will never, ever experience with a healthy child. I've sat next to my child on life support. I've held him down through tests, pokes, and imagining. I think she means imaging. We have been to the ER, urgent care, and hospital more in 3 years than I have ever gone for myself in my life. Seeing how hard we struggle and how difficult this fight is gives me tremendous perspective on life, the fragility of life, and the amazing things that can happen after you have been on the brink of death. After you have been on the brink of death, not your child, you. I'm not as worried about the milestones my son, Vaughn, hits. I don't stress out about ear infections, potty training, or a poor attitude. When you almost lose your child, you appreciate even the bad days. There are moments it is so incredibly hard. Vaughn will be screaming and crying because he doesn't want to be poked. I will have sweat on my face trying to give him another shot, and I will think, this could be worse. Vaughn could be gone. If we have to go through this to have Vaughn here, I will go through it a million times over. 2, we have amazing doctors. Many families, they don't like having so many hands in the pot of raising their child, but I jump up and down and cheer that we have so many on our team. Vaughn has been blessed to have the most amazing doctors. I am not alone in this fight for him. We have 10 doctors dedicated to helping him thrive. They are all top specialists in their fields, and they are sought out from around the country. Several of his doctors have been named top in their fields and top in the state. They have degrees from Harvard and other Ivy League schools. They are compassionate. They give us their cell phone numbers. Let us cry to them, and they never stop helping us search for ways to help him. Is it easy having to coordinate 10 doctors? Not even a little bit. But they all work so well together. And thankfully, we have one who coordinates most of the care. I have so many educated and kind people helping me that I never struggle when I need assistance or Vaughn's condition is puzzling us. There is always someone to help us with new methods, medications, recommendations for therapy, or new technology to help him. 3, we love Vaughn's therapists. We had no idea before Vaughn was born what occupational therapy was, nor did I have a clue about sensory integration therapy. Since then, I've learned about apraxia of speech, dyspraxia, oral apraxia, gross motor processing delays, muscle tone differences, and sensory processing disorder. We had to have extensive evaluations done to determine what areas were delayed in Vaughn's development. When we got the results, it was difficult for me to see that Vaughn was very behind. The therapists assured us this was just the starting point for Vaughn. Once we got started in the therapy, Vaughn's life changed for the better. We also found that we added 4 new cheerleaders to our team. Vaughn has 2 occupational therapists, a speech pathologist, and a physical therapist. They give us the best ideas on how to help Vaughn. We are provided techniques, equipment, and training in all areas to help Vaughn develop. The best thing for us is we have marked evaluations every few months, and we can see all the goals Vaughn has met. We are working on things children 21 months old have mastered, but Vaughn is slowly meeting goals. He would have not met any of these goals without his therapist and their commitment to helping him development. They are kind, sweet, and absolutely love Vaughn. Vaughn looks forward to seeing them every single week, and he even has a little crush on his speech pathologist. We have home care nurses. When you have a sick child, you can qualify for nurses coming to your home to implement care. Vaughn qualifies for a lot of hours due to the complexities of his disease. Home care nurses are a part of the implementation of the therapy, and they carry out all the doctor's orders. While the therapists and doctors may be the generals in this war, our nurses are on the front lines fighting and beating the disease daily. Every day, they work with Vaughn on his feeding difficulties, work on his assignments from therapy, give him a friend to play with, and teach him things he would be learning in preschool. They help us keep the home clean because Vaughn needs things to be clean due to his poor immune system. We have help with laundry, dusting, dishes, meal preparation, bathroom cleaning, and vacuuming. These are things I never knew were part of the package. Oh, there's so much to unpack there. I'm not good. What package are you talking about? You didn't realize that maybe keeping a clean house was part of the package of being a parent and having a family and just, I don't know, adulting? And you are so thrilled that the nurses who are assigned to you for the complexity of his health care are there to help you with laundry and vacuuming. All right, I'm done. No, it's not easy having staff in the house. Oh, man. It does take some getting used to because you can't be as relaxed. Sure you can. If you got nothing to be ashamed about as you're relaxing, you can be relaxed. However, I can relax emotionally and mentally because there is a qualified person every day to ensure Vaughn's health is stable. Because there wouldn't be normally. God damn it, you make it too easy. That is the biggest gift I can be given as a mom, as an unqualified mom, apparently. Love. The love you experience with a medically fragile child is like no other love I have ever experienced. I know when you become a parent, you experience a profound love. However, this is different. We aren't just loving Vaughn, but we are fighting for Vaughn. We are advocating for his care, his future, and we face battles most never fathom. All of that creates a love that is strong and unbreakable. The love is the energy that keeps me going on the hard days. It is the love that fills me up when we have received another diagnosis that could potentially kill him. It is love that sustains my drive to help him have the best life possible. I love him so deeply and so immensely. It can't compare to anything I have ever known. The love is also so fragile because I know in an instant he could be gone. Even if he leaves, I know this love will sustain me for a lifetime. I know that if he goes before me, the love I have for him will allow him to live on in me. It's not a love many moms get to experience, and I'm so glad I've gotten to experience this feeling. What the fuck did I just read? Oh my God. Did she just say that she would be okay if she lost her son because this love will sustain her for a lifetime? And did she just say that that this type of love is one that many moms don't get to experience. Fuck. You know, I'm going to let all the moms here take this in the comment section. So yeah, have at it. Enjoy. Fuck.